Whew, over here just relaxing at this hospital, St. Joseph's Hospital. As you know, I was going on my little rant earlier. I was furious. I still am a little bit furious. You get sick of things, right? You get sick of things. Certain things. Still got this OVO whatever chain thing on right now. I'm going to get rid of it soon. My hands are getting a little bit cold. It's starting to get a little bit cooler, where it's a little bit cooler in this area right here. Man, I worked that Wendy's off really quick. Yeah, man. Can't wait to get back to the city of Toronto. I feel like I'm in the country here. Or somewhere. I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere. What is it called? Because it's getting colder out, man, and I just got my one hat stolen. So it's like, I can't afford to get everything stolen, especially on my MacBook and things like that. So we're going to head in soon. StacksAMilli. We did Apple Store today. Video. We did a couple different stores on video today. So it was a pretty productive day. I lost one thing, my hat, which was like, come on, man. It's annoying. You'll see that Periscope. You can probably look back on my Periscopes. It'll be on YouTube. I was freaking while I was walking. I was basically going on a gigantic rant. Sometimes I do that, especially when you get robbed in the city from something that you just bought. And all you're doing is you're trying to live life, do good. I've been working my butt off the past couple days. I got 4 websites up in the past 2 days. I've been just working my butt off, and then I go outside to do a Periscope and a little vlog, and I get my hat stolen. You know? That's really frustrating. What's good, White Devil? Really frustrating. I'm almost at my destination. As always, you know, I go to that cannabis store or whatever, but I'm not going to show it this time because it's just the cannabis store. I'm going to go in there, grab my little pre-roll and walk out. Then I don't know, man. I'm going to hang out downtown for a little bit. And I'm probably going to go back to Toronto, man. I can't stand that, man. I'm so mad, man. I'm just so mad about this, about losing things. You know, it's like, what's the point of even working? Please, guys, if you see this video, email your state representative, your prime minister, the prime minister. Send an email to Donald and say, man, if you work really hard and you bust your butt for something and you're paying sales tax like nonstop and you're paying taxes and yeah, you might have a few questionable things, but those questionable things aren't grounds to steal things from you. These aren't legitimate seizures. This is disgusting, Donald. Come on, man. We're family. I'm asking you to do something about this, Donald. I've been working my butt off out here. For you. For us. For the people. For the people. No matter what race or religion. Listen, I'm not racist. So when you hear me going on my racist tirades or whatever and you think I'm super racist, I'm not. I love people. I love all people. Whether they be black, white, Hispanic, whatever. I am part Hispanic. I have family that is from New Mexico. I eat Spanish food. I listen. Muy habla poquito español. I speak Spanish. The thing is, we have certain Spaniels that are 100%ers or near that. they've gone extreme. They may have family that they're very close to back in their home country. I don't. Listen, I'm dedicated to the United States of America, North America, Canada, and the United Kingdom, and those that are in relations, like Europe. That's where my family, most of my heritage comes from, the greater percentage. Listen, I've had a great, big spot in my heart for Hispanic people. A huge spot in my heart for Spanish people. Huge. I was a supporter of D. Flores. He's in prison, supposed to be. Maybe he's released. I'm not sure on his exact status. He did some horrible crimes, now that I think about it, horrendous. I wasn't aware of what his crimes were until most recently. But I supported the character. I was a huge fan of his music. I was a huge fan of his vlogs or whatever. But then when it came, I started to learn more gruesome details about what was going on with him on this sexual, sexual indecent, I don't know what it was, a human trafficking of children or something. At the beginning, I thought it was made, in the beginning, it was like, I thought it might have been something to do, he was, one of those Tekashi 6ix9ine things, which I don't even know what happened with that. That could be way worse than it comes out to be. But it wasn't. So I've learned more details about D. Flores, Danny Flores, SODMG, of prior he was. I'm not sure if he's Soulja Boy's still messing with him. Now, the details are quite gruesome from what I've heard. And I sort of want to retract my support for Mr. Flores. I might have tweeted some things in support, or Instagram some things, or even liked some things in support of Mr. Flores, but when I became more aware of what specifically he had done to receive the prison time, I see that it wasn't in my best favor to support this character, Mr. Flores. I don't know Mr. Flores personally. I've never met him personally. I've only connected through Mr. Flores through his music. Never have I ever spoken to Mr. Flores directly or with an email means. I don't know Mr. Danny Flores. I only know the character D. Flores from what I've seen of him on vlogs and music videos. But as you know, those can be highly manipulated. Now, I will go into some details that have emerged that I've found is that the human trafficking case or whatever, it wasn't just a teenager. This was a child, what is it called? Possibly even a child from one of his vlogs. I managed to meet up with law enforcement. They showed me a clip of what was going on with Mr. Flores. It appeared to be a small male child. It appeared to be one of a spaniel. It appeared to be the kid he bought a gift for in the one vlog. He had bought a gift for a child, a Spider-Man toy or something of that relation, and that's who it looked like he was appearing to have sex with. Or they were making the child or one of his sons have sex with a female. I'm not sure. I only got to view the clip very briefly. When I had my meeting. And it made me draw to the conclusion that I'm no longer in support of Mr. Flores. I never really truly was in support of Mr. Flores. It was more of a brand thing. I felt like I used to be a fan of him. He helped motivate me back in his content creation days. And what that did was that just made me want to basically collaborate him in content creation. Then he went to jail for these charges. It really smeared my name. I even got audited because of this fucking guy. Anyway, he's one of these Hispanios that needs to be taken care of. I don't know what his release date is, but I reiterate my opinion on Mr. Flores. He needs to go to jail and stay in jail. He's part of a thing called City Star Gang. It's a cartel that runs out of Las Vegas. Our streets would be much cleaner without him. Keep him in the facility. He's got tattoos all over his face. And don't get me wrong, I have tattoos, and I've even considered getting tattoos on my face, but then I rethought about it. And he's got wonderful tattoos, very beautiful tattoos. Don't get me wrong, D. Flores. I hope you do good. I hope you make something of yourself again, because it's over for you right now, D. Flores. I'm sorry. StacksAMilli has to retract his support from D. Flores. I cannot support you, Mr. Flores. You're on your own. I see you grew your hair out. You're doing all right. But when I seen that clip of what happened, Mr. Flores, I'm sorry. What your people are doing to America right now, and what they have done, is despicable. The streets of North America, all the way up to Canada, are in a state of chaos because of folks like you. We have guns roaming these streets. I'm literally taking fire in my home country from fucking sorry to swear. God tells me to relax. He says from Spanish people, black folks that aren't from this land. They've came over. They're attempting to enslave us. We won't allow it to happen. Shout out to Alex Jones. I see exactly what you're saying now. I'm up north. You're down south, Alex. Listen, we have our little differences, being northerners and being southerners. But that's not what it's about. You know that's not what it's about, because I love the South's values, and I'm sure you call us Yankees and we call you crackers. I don't call you crackers, but that's kind of the connotation. But when you look at it and you go back to the Civil War days, I'm a northerner, you're a southerner. I'm a Yankee, you're a Yankee cracker, whatever, Yankee Doodle, what a ha-hoo or whatever. But we have our mutual differences, but we still love each other, and that's Canada and that's the United States. Now we're being infiltrated by the Muslims, which I've tried to create a great relationship with the Muslims. I was just at this place called Chamzine in Toronto the other day, had a wonderful meal. Now, Alex will probably say, I won't even try this food. I won't even bring it into my life. And I agree with you, and I understand why you don't. That's why you have me to do that. So I've tried to be a liberator. I've tried to be a middleman when it comes to the Muslims and the whites and the different races and things like that. And I've created a relationship with the Muslims, and I understand the Muslims. I understand the Quran. I'm a Christian man, born a Christian. I was baptized multiple times when I was a baby and when I was a little bit older, under my own will. Listen, I understand the Muslims, but at the same time, you do have ones that don't even understand the religion, being Muslims and even Christians, but there is some Muslims that don't even understand their religion. They've gone extreme, and there is some that understand it a little bit too well. But I've tried my hardest. It's time for certain ones to understand their position. We have a lot of folks from Syria, and I love Syria. I even see there's a Domino's Pizza Syria, so I see Syria is doing fine. They're starting to do better. I need everybody to focus. Hopefully, if you watch my content, you're Syrian, you're new to Canada. Hi, I'm StacksAMilli. I've been in Canada my whole life. I was born here in Canada. It's not a new country. I know you're new to the country. It may feel new to you. This is Canada. And we welcome you. We love you. And we love everybody here in Canada. We're known as a melting pot country, meaning that we love everybody from every race and religion. We love you if you're black. We love you if you're white. We love you if you're Spanish. We love you if you're Muslim. We love you if you're Sikh. We love you if you're Indian, Hindu, whatever. Chinese. We love everybody. Now, but we have a certain way of doing things. We're a very productive society. It's a free trade society. Basically, you can start businesses your own. You can build stuff your own. Everything's free trade. We do have a welfare system that's quite new. We never used to. But now we have this thing called the Ontario Works program, and I've been a part of it, and it's all right. You don't get paid very much money, but it gets you going, and you can start whatever you want to do, work on. So we invite you to this country. We hope you do well, but at the same time, don't think that you can just joyride our country. You're getting this amount of money. Please use it wisely. There's people like me that have been in Canada our whole lives or in North America. I've traveled down to the United States for 6 or 7 years. I live down there to do my studying, some of my studying. But just don't take it to advantage, because there is people that have been here their whole life, and we understand you're getting a decent amount of money to live here, start your business or whatever. And we love you and we want you to stay. But please, please, please don't take advantage of people like me. And I've seen it happen a couple times. And you'll do fine. Everybody will do fine. We all just need to live together and prosper. Now, I wish the Muslims would listen out and maybe be a little bit more respectable to the Christians. I've met with some Muslims that don't understand that the Bible and the Quran are very similar, in that there's a lot of characters in the Bible that are in the Quran. Jesus Christ, he was a messenger in the Quran. and different characters. Moses acts as someone out of the Quran, which we're not supposed to mention in the Muslim religion, but I will speak of his name, Muhammad. And I know I'm not really supposed to say his name, but there's very big similarities. That's what I wish we could really get to, is an understanding where we could speak of the Prophet, we could speak of things so that everybody can sit down and understand these things. I know that they're very serious, Muslims are very serious about talking about the Prophet or naming him or anything like that. But this is a thing that we need to do for people in Canada to understand, and we need that compassion from you, and we'll have that compassion for you as well when it comes to other religions. What was I going to say? Yeah, there's that, and we welcome you here. But there's just been a lot of people here that have been here for a long time. We just want you to respect that, and we'll respect your space. Everybody's got their own space in Canada. Canada's a vast country. There's a lot of land to be dealt with, especially Northern Ontario. There's a lot of open space that hasn't been tapped into. It's very untapped. There's a lot of stuff to build, a lot of stuff to do. So that's all I want to talk about. I just want to get everybody motivated, get myself motivated, try to get my mind off more negative things that happened. Like I said previously, I just got my hat stolen from me, which is fine. I can go ahead and purchase another one. But yeah, that's been my talk here. Not the longest talk. I do have my headphones on. I'm here at St. Joseph's Hospital in London. Another talk, StacksAMilli talk, during my Periscope. But it's like once I go on these little rambling events, I have to sort of get it out, or else I'll lose it. And it's something that we do need to talk about. I know it's not the most professional setup in the world. I'm just off a Cheapside in London, if you know where that is. And yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Just hanging out. We'll do a more positive note. We got a big tree here. This tree's been there for a long time. I would say about at least 50 years or more. I love these benches they got out here. These are very nice benches to sit down. I've never been inside this place, this hospital. I've been inside the other one. The other hospital is very nice. I'm sure this one is too. I'm not going to go in today, as I already did my journey to the other hospital. You know how that one ended up. I don't really need the facility, but I thought I'd sit down right now for a minute and, just kind of cool off for a minute. But yeah, and same, like, we have a lot of people, Native Americans and Canadians, that have been in this country for long periods of time. So we welcome our new immigrants, like I said earlier, and we hope you can become a fellow Canadian. I know some of you are on more trial immigration statuses, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to go. I haven't been to Ottawa. I haven't been to Montreal. So these are my Canadian goals. I want to go to Kingston, then Ottawa, and then Montreal. And that's my big Canadian goal. And then I think Ottawa, I think Ottawa is the place with Parliament Hill and stuff. So I don't know. I think Mount Royal or Montreal is the place where you can kind of go party. It's like the party city next to Ottawa. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to learn that myself. Kind of at that age. I've drank good Canadian beer, smoked great Canadian cannabis. Getting on my feet with my new websites, and I think it's time to move on. I've done my tour of Toronto somewhat. I can always come back to Toronto and do my things there. Right now I'm in London, back in London. I had to pick up some things in London. Yeah. Okay, my mouth's dry. I did my little thing. We're going to cut off Periscope right now. We'll catch up with you guys in a bit. We update. And, yeah, man. And you might not understand my ramblings, but trust me, they will make sense to you eventually. StacksAMilli Enterprises. Showed it to Apple Store. Steve Wozniak, Steve Jobs, rest in peace. Most definitely rest in peace to Mr. Jobs.